Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you, Nick.
Of course.
Au revoir, bonjour, croissant. I'm taking an online French course. It's not catching fire. The reason I'm here tonight on stage is I'm on the cusp of two things. Cusp of two things. A diagnosis, and a conviction. The diagnosis will be for, I predict, the more likely of the two possibilities will be for mania or bipolar. The two things are related, of course, because the thing I'll be diagnosed for, probably the mania, led to the cusp of conviction. Probably, well, I was arrested Saturday. Thank you. Hey, listen, as most of us have been, and probably most of us, by the looks of it, on Saturday night as well. I recognize this guy. So, well, let me talk about Samuel Taylor Coleridge. 18th, 19th century poet. Forget about me for a minute. 18th, 19th century poet. He himself was arrested from a great opium dream. The greatest opium dream that ever inspired great literature. And we all like dreams. Most of us like opium. We shouldn't. We feel naughty about it, but we do. Or we have. And Samuel Taylor forever did despair of having been woken from this dream. This dream, coincidentally, led to the great poem Kubla Khan. You've heard Caves of Ice, Xanadu, that sort of thing. You probably read it in class, something of that nature. But Samuel Taylor, always insisted that it was God himself who spoke to him this poem. Verbatim, verbatim. So could you imagine being woken from that dream? Let's get back to my mania. I've always had a predilection for stimulants. I think this guy does too. It's a compliment. The best of us have monkeys on our backs. Come on. You better believe it. Anyway, it's part of the reason I'm here tonight, because that mania has led to, in the last 3 weeks particularly, which I've been experiencing it acutely for the last 3 weeks, has led to my talking to myself. But of course I'm talking to myself in public, but at least I'm speaking into a device. And if you're speaking into a device, you're not really talking to yourself. But of course I'm talking to myself, and then later listening to myself, talking to myself, and critiquing what I just said to myself earlier. So nowadays, right, mind blown, right? Meta. Well, that's not exactly meta. It's not exactly meta, but it's close to it. So, I'm walking around with these buds in our ears. We're all a bunch of douchebags. We walk around with our ears all the time. I'm the chief culprit. I'm the chief fucking culprit of this. But I'm not listening to Huey Lewis in the news like the 57-year-old white guys, okay? I'm listening to myself fucking talk. To myself. I have no interest in music. That's a symptom for the last 3 weeks. I don't care for music anymore. So, one might call this a problem, but it's a problem I don't want solved. And much like, let's get back to our poet friend, who didn't want to be woken up. I don't want this problem solved. I do not want to be woken up. Thank you.